Oh, they're not gonna work. There we go. All right.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Just here chilling. DJ, Daryl, Anna. What's up? Fuck. I'm hungry. Oops. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. She's mean mugging me because I had to move her to put my computer up. Ugh. Kitty hair. Kitty hair everywhere. Start the stream and then take a nap. Just refresh. Let's see. Damn. Don't even have enough for that. The actual fuck. Still nobody.
Looter in for the slot race. Let's go, guys. Tonight's the last night ticket for the Scarlet Nevada Booster Box. We're waiting for the slot machine. So if you buy a slot, there you go. Just like Henry. That's 21 spots total, guys. That's it. There's not a lot in there. All right.
Anybody in here? Anybody?
Let's get it, Gans. Guys, again, there's only 8 packs left in the Unified Minds Box 3. Only all right, Henry, here we go. Good luck, good luck.
Hashtag equals depressed.
Ooh, another banger. Another banger.
How you doing? What do we get? Daryl, what's up?
Number 9. Number 4.
Safe. What? God, for some. So.
PSA 9 Rocket Zapdo Auto.
Oh.
One of my favorite cards ever.
What's happening, Daryl? What's happening? Happening, Captain? What's happening, Captain?
And an entry into the Scarlet Violet Booster Box. And an entry into the Scarlet Violet Booster Box. And guys, again, we run that at the end of the night.
Captain Apton. What else was there? I had um,
Let's go, guys. 8 packs left. We only have 6 spots left in the Unify Minds art set jump break.
so what's everybody been up to tonight? Chilling, thrilling,
Let's go.
spilling, McMillan with absolute villain. I don't know. I'm just being dumb at this point.
I forgot I used this update in my crazy. We have everything. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god. This one's David file in my Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball.
Go back. Where's my stream at? Where's my stream? Waiting for you to come on. Yeah. Can't get a hold of the dang barky dog. Oh. I feel it. Where to do that? Let me. Oh shit. Standing next to a famous guy. Oh dang.
And he just walks out the door with the pizza and the pizza pan. Oh my god.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not under my control when I get upstairs to come on, but I am glad that you guys were here waiting on me. It makes me feel good. Oh shit. Yo.
Yo.
DJ Augie RDH, welcome guys.
Hello.
What do you want?
Uh,
You called.
What up?
Where the hell is everybody at?
I don't know. I just started. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
Where's Shelby? I know Shelby is pissed off as I am, but bring her ass up here.
um, what happened?
What?
What happened?
Oh, just WWE being WWE, the same shit they always do.
Hmm?
Hype shit one way and fuck everybody out of the whole thing.
Oh, what happened? Like, did they just not?
Well, I mean, every rumor show, I mean, I told everyone that it wasn't gonna happen, but they convinced me that they were gonna let that dude win that fucking belt, and they didn't. So this dude continues in hell with his going on a 4-year championship reign. Tired of watching the same person would keep the damn belts. Who the hell wants to watch that?
How you doing, Scoop?
It would suck less if Vince McMahon would just either retire or take a dirt nap.
Yeah.
Either one's fine with me. What's up, Darren? What's up, everybody? What the hell is going on in here?
I wish. Oh, never mind.
You wish you away, you miss you might. Uh, uh,
I was just gonna say, I wish that yesterday was, or tomorrow was today. That makes sense.
so what's happening tomorrow?
Payday.
I believe the XFL is coming back, so I don't know if it's a Vince McMahon run XFL or somebody else took up the XFL, but it's coming back. Ric Flair is like 900 years old, and Hulk Hogan's probably about 895. So
You guys know that a 20-piece chicken McNuggets to get delivered is $18. Like
doesn't
before
surprise
tip.
me. That doesn't surprise me, no.
Like I didn't even. Fuck, man! I got
And,
the
and,
absolute cheapest thing on the menu. Well, tried to get the absolute cheapest thing on the menu.
well, I mean, the
And,
cheapest would have been a McDouble and a small fry and a small drink.
well, the minimum you can get to be delivered, because they've got, you gotta have like a $10 minimum or whatever.
You know what I tell them about their minimums? Stick them in their ass.
Had a vanilla protein drink for dinner.
You had a what?
Vanilla protein powder drink.
I thought you just said you got McDonald's.
No, I said I could not afford McDonald's.
Uh,
Um,
man, my table's a little dirty.
oh,
I'm sure Bear is tearing up his cave still.
better get his butt up here soon. But,
That's
oh,
alright. The 2 night show. Why did I do that? Anyway, the 2 night show had total attendance of 181,600 some people for both nights. And the ticket sales for both nights was $21 million. I paid at $9.99 a month for that DoorDash crap, where I'm not charged either with tax or I don't know what I'm not charged. But even with that, it still comes out to outrageous stupid. That's why I don't use DoorDash much.
yeah. Well, like right now, I think I'm using still on a Uber Eats premium trial. Um, so I don't think even, yeah, it's closed now. Can't even get fucking.
Nice scoop. Every time you watch it, you'll see something you didn't see. Every time you watch that, I mean, every time I watch a series over or over and over and over again, every time I watch it, I see something else new that I didn't see before. So, all right. For Fancy Ray, what's for Fancy Ray? What's that?
KGB. All right, there we go. That's it.
What is that?
I have no clue.
Oh, so maybe you knew. I don't know. The Last Kingdom, yet with had Charlie Hunnam in it. I think
Mhm.
Last Kingdom had Charlie. Yeah, that was a good movie. Of course, I like movies and shows like that and medieval times. Although there's only like I watched The Lord of the Rings once, but 9 hours is just too long. With a series, if I want to watch an episode or two and go to something else, that's cool. You know what I mean? But sit for 3 straight hours, yeah, you're only gonna do that one time. Well, I'm only gonna do that.
Mhm.
The Last Kingdom series? No, I seen the movie The Last Kingdom.
The Last Kingdom series was good.
What's up, birthday girl? Well, depending on where
Mhm.
you live, if you're on Central Time, you got about 12 more minutes. If you're on Pacific Time, you got about 2 hours and 12 minutes. If you're on Easter Time, well, it's no longer your birthday. Just I got the windows open. It's still hot in here.
That's for sure.
And it ain't that warm here. It's not warm at all here. It was 40 degrees when I pulled up here. I tried to stop at a rest area 20 miles away from my delivery, but uh, uh, when I pulled in there, they told me to fuck off. So I had to come here, where I am sitting in the dock right now. And they will get a big surprise when I show up in the morning.
Mhm.
What is that dude doing here?
I don't know.
Is that delivery for us? No, no, sorry, I'm sorry. I got delivered next door. You just had an open spot to park in.
Hmm. Damn.
I'll have to check that out. What is Last Kingdom about? The series? I don't know.
The Danes and Saxons and Uhtred of Bebbanburg taking back
Yeah,
his rightful kingdom.
yeah, okay, that don't sound fun to me.
It's I don't know if you ever watched the Viking series, but it's
No,
along
I
those
haven't.
lines.
I mean, the Vikings look kind of interesting, but never watched it. All right.
Definitely good.
Yeah. And then my note is $25 billion.
Nice.
Page of Bear on demand, $25 billion on or before 31st December 2008. Like to go back in time.
Back in time.
Oh, well. Valhalla. Valhalla, la, 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 la. Okay, I know everyone's over at Oregon Stackers right now, so. Because I seen he was on before I came up, so.
Vikings. Yep. Better be Vikings.
So this is my new shit.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh, this is a 10th ounce Monarch Metals.
20 seconds left. Here we go.
Here, I gotta mute for a second. I gotta have my dad find me something to eat.
Gold nuggets. This is almost 2 grams, I think. I have to weigh it out. And this is a. What is this? Oh. A 2021 Mabel. Son of a crack.
Pretty
66.
shiny.
And then this one right here. This is the 2019 Columbia and Germania 2 ounce allegories.
Nice.
And then Augie finished it out. There we go.
I was like Germania stuff.
Oh, Germania stuff is awesome. But there's so much of it out there to collect and buy, and it's expensive. It's expensive. And did I say it was expensive?
Yep.
Hey, look, Bear's done tearing everything down and throwing it around and
You have any idea what you want?
smashing.
Not ramen. Let me mute.
Can do your quesadilla.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want? I got jalapeno.
Bear Magnetic says,
Sure.
finally the bear has come to the chill zone.
Ugh. There you go. There's the link, Bear. You better bring your hairy butt up here.
I had to clean up my truck because I threw everything around earlier. Yeah, sometimes you get uncontrollably you mad, you just want to throw some things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think most people do, but I will.
You get mad and throw stuff?
Oh, wow. I had to leave that alone. I was going to say something.
Hmm.
He said he's indisposed, but you turn your camera off. So the only thing that would be indisposed would be your mouth. So
one,
Whose
300.
stream you watching, buddy?
I am indisposed. He's sitting on the toilet.
150.
Let's get some people in here, y'all. Like, share us out. It's like shout it from the rooftops. Get your ass in here.
Shot us on the rooftop, baby.
Yeah. I guess that's making me a quesadilla. Where'd those go? Those are all those stupid Pokemon tokens. Where is it? Here it is. I have some. That's bear.
The hell?
That's what I said too.
Anybody would like to bin out this foreign silver? I showed most of it earlier. It's Philippine from the Philippines. There's shillings. There's whoa, dropping stuff. I use the coin snap app, and just the silver value alone is $15 to $20 melts. So if anybody would like to bin some of this out or take a look to bin some of it out, let me know. There's
What is up, gentlemen?
not much.
I got a bet for you.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. I got $100 says that tomorrow night's Raw, Cody will challenge Roman Reigns to a Hell in a Cell at Backlash.
Yeah, to keep everybody else out. I don't blame you.
Up there.
But I don't know if they would ship all that stuff down for Hell in a Cell in Puerto Rico.
No, their gate for the night was for the last 2 nights was $21 million. They're shipping anything anywhere they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
Shit. What's up? Hello.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my actual microphone.
You're good. How's it going?
Oh, hold on. There, now it's muted. Sorry. I'm working on that Charizard right now, so I'm just farting around with that.
Cool. Shake Rocks Entertainment. Ha ha ha. Cody Rhodes. What a joke.
I'm just ignoring him.
Totally agree with you, J Rocks.
Shh, dog. What are you doing over there? Get down.
No comment.
What?
Nothing.
What are you doing under there? Get out of there.
That's not what she said. So last night, before I went to sleep, I was watching the Fresh and Fit podcast. And next thing I know, it was like morning, and I was like, holy shit. I watched like two podcasts and didn't even realize.
What is a Fresh and Fit podcast?
That's a loaded question. There's a lot to it.
It's basically, how do I explain it?
You want me to take this one?
Sure.
Okay, so have you ever heard of the guy Andrew Tate?
I've heard of him.
Millionaire that basically tries to teach and tell men they need to level up and stop being little bitches. Basically, Fresh and Fit is a former cop, and this other guy that basically they have podcasts about why men need to focus on themselves, stop worrying about getting laid, and build their empires or whatever, build a business, focus on doing that before you worry about women. Basically,
Yep.
it's aimed towards men between 18 and 25, just trying to get them to stop worrying about chasing tail, get out there and make yourself a life, a business or multiple businesses. Like, grow up and be men before you worry about a woman.
Yeah.
That's the short end of it, I guess.
And it's also a lot about dating culture. Like guys need to stop being simps.
Mm-hmm.
And that there are gender roles. To most extent. But I don't know. It's interesting when you're bored and you fall down the rabbit hole. And I agree with 90 to 95% of what they say. The one big differing opinion I have is they think that they should be able to be married and as men still be able to cheat. Basically, they should be able to go out and have sex with whoever they want because men consider
argument
differently.
Their argument with that is that there is not one species of male, not one male gender of any species that is monogamous. The only reason why a lot of men become monogamous is because they have no options. Give a man options and he won't be monogamous because that's not our nature. That's the argument that by nature, men are not monogamous. And it's true. Our basic instinct is to spread our seed as wide as possible. You can argue it, but you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm monogamous. I've never cheated on any wife that I was married to, and I have options.
Yeah, choosing not to cheat is not the same as not having the desire. To say that you don't look at other women, married or not, is just bullshit. You're gonna look because your instinct tells you you should. It's not to say that
You
But
gotta
that's not
act
cheat.
upon
That's
it.
not cheating, and that's not spreading your seed.
No,
but your
but
body, your natural instinct is to do so. That's
It's
why
not
you
mine.
look. Like there's no way you ask any doctor, they'll tell you. That's why that's why men look, because they're looking to. Oh, and
So why do women look?
they do it's the same thing. But women look for the healthiest man. They look for the healthiest man to produce the healthiest child. That's basic biology, right? You're not going to marry. You're not going to try and have a kid with someone that is unhealthy, because
well,
odds are you will have an unhealthy child, which is not. That's just your biology will tell you not to do it. That's why you're not attracted to like unhealthy looking people.
The majority of this world is unhealthy people. The majority of this country is unhealthy people, especially in the United States. The
There
United
are.
States is the most obese, overweight country in the world.
And the only reason why uh, obese women get laid is because they have a vagina. And there
Okay,
are
so why
men
do
that will.
obese?
There are
So why
men
do
that will.
obese men? Why do obese men get laid? Because they got money.
Exactly. It's either you're rich or you're rich, or you're good looking. That's the only two ways. Why do you think there was those women that were hanging out with Hugh Hefner, the old, because he was rich?
Well, I stand different with you there, buddy. I'm obese and I'm damn sure ugly.
so what I don't agree with is that men shouldn't have to be monogamous. I think they should be 100% monogamous. It's a cop out. It's a way for guys to tell themselves that to actually act upon it is
What that's not that they're saying that you should or shouldn't be monogamous. The whole podcast isn't saying you should or shouldn't be. It's saying that if you have options, you're not going to choose that road because you don't have to. Men that like if you give a guy a choice between Lizzo and Jennifer Aniston, who are you going to pick? It's sure the hell is not going to be Lizzo. She's rich, right? But she's also super obese. If you have the choice, your body's going to tell you go after the healthy woman that's attractive as hell. And they're both rich actually, so it really doesn't matter money wise. That's just biology. So they're just saying if you're a rich man and in good shape and you're 6 foot or whatever, you're tall and whatever, you got everything going for you, you're going to have women jumping at you left and right. You're not going to have to choose to be monogamous. You're not going to have to choose to be in a relationship, let alone get married. That's all they're really saying. But women are thinking that these, really rich guys that are not only rich but fit and, got the world at their feet should be monogamous. Well, that's all, you know, their opinions.
That's their opinion. That's right.
yeah.
Exactly. That's
And
all
I
it is.
wouldn't watch that shit. I wouldn't watch that shit if you paid me. I wouldn't listen to it if you paid me.
Well, nobody's asking you to though. He was just bringing it up. I like it. I think it's informative, and even if I don't agree with half of it or any of it, it's still just something to learn more about. My favorite part of that whole show is how women think that they deserve a man with six figures, and they're not even like they have nothing to offer.
That's mostly why I watch it is because they bring a lot of they do balance out the panel pretty well. They've got a lot of OnlyFans girls that come on there, but they also have a lot of people with astounding and multitudes of degrees and steady relationships, and so they do balance out the panel. But I do like watching them
You catch
just
the
kind of
after hours one mostly.
Yeah.
That's the one I catch the replay. I just can't stand some of the dumb 304s on there.
I just like watching them get shut down when they're being absolutely ridiculous. Like trying to tell men what they want. Like that's my biggest thing. If you come at men saying you're not a woman, so you have no insight on what we should do with our bodies or the baby inside us. Well, you're not a man, so don't tell me what I want in a woman. Like,
you're a misogynist for saying that, sir. I'm joking, but
no,
that's
yeah,
their logic. That's their logic right there.
not women, all women. Just that is what is being taught
modern woman.
these days. That is what is being taught these days.
That's what a modern woman teaches.
And mostly what the podcast is about is how that's not okay. I mean, they bring up the whole like dudes can smash as many girls as they want. Like not as often as it may have sounded, but
they only bring that up when they're talking about a high value man that who's not married, doesn't have kids, and has options out the wazoo. That's the only time they bring that up. Is that it's when they're talking about a woman that thinks they deserve that man. Like, well, why would he have just you when he can have multiple women and not have to be monogamous at all? He doesn't have to settle down for anyone. But these women get on there like, I deserve 6 figures. I deserve to be treated like a queen. Why? And they all never can answer the question, what do you bring to the table? Well, I'm beautiful. Whoop-de-doo. There's millions of beautiful women in the world. What else you got? Well,
I know I'm a catch.
Yeah, there's that. Well, I'm a traditional woman. Okay, are you a virgin? No. Well, there goes traditional. Because way in the early traditions was if you got married as a virgin, boom, you were, arranged marriages. That was a real big thing way back traditional days, and even still today in some cultures.
But
and they bring up their, I own my own business and I this, that, and with money. And no guys give a shit because we don't get access to that. Like men don't get spoiled on by women. It's the other way around. Always.
Not always. We can't say always.
No, always. You might get a gift here and there, but you don't get spoiled. And if you do, it's not for long. That's where the podcast goes, is that a woman will not support a man for too long. She will give up and look for a man that will support her. Always.
And they do make sure to make it very clear that women are just as important as men, just not in the same categories. Like, just meaning that, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it properly without sounding like a douche.
Women are important for, let's say, from birth to child to teenagehood, how to turn we'll say a son, right? A baby boy. How to turn a baby boy, infant, into a boy. And then it goes to the father's or the man's job to turn that boy into a man. And then when it's a daughter, the woman is important to raise the daughter to be a wife, to learn how to be a wife. Well, that's not happening anymore. And that's a lot of the podcast too. All these generations have become big pussies. You can't say anything without offending everybody. Oh, I'm offended.
Yeah.
Well, too bad.
Oh God. Darren, that's messed up. Yeah, I know.
Jaren's trying to say he'd go for Lizzo. Sure. Well, good luck with that. Ugh, God. I wouldn't F that with a stolen dick and you pushing it.
We do have ladies in chat.
Sorry. Who's in chat?
Well,
I want to
DJ.
personally apologize.
DJ was here. She usually
Anna,
always-
I apologize.
Yeah.
DJ, I didn't know DJ was a woman. DJ.
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like-
Shell's mom. That's Shelby's
I
mom.
kind of assumed.
How dare you? You're canceled. Get off my show.
Oh my God.
How dare you?
There. Well, I don't know too many DJ women, so. I'm not
Yeah,
trying.
well,
As soon as I'm done. Here you go. You'll like this, bread. Give me a second. See if it comes up.
speaking of Shelby's mom, where's
Look at the
Shelby?
size of this tail.
Damn, that's what.
That's a huge.
That's a huge bitch.
Right in the butthole. There we go. Yeah, a little smudge on him. There we go. It's coming out nicely.
Yeah.
Although it's not like, I don't know what I'm going to do about the scene. I guess I could like heat it up with my like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I think it looks fine just the way it is. Just don't look at it from like the side. Look at it from that way. I'm getting ready to do the head right now. Go lay down. I'm doing my freaking printing. Go away.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was that. Okay.
So there's him. Now, I didn't resize this. Same with Mewtwo. I feel like there's a difference in size here.
Just a little bit.
Charizard is much bigger than him, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to trying to upscale him to like way up here. Like this tall maybe, or even taller.
Yeah.
That'd be huge. Like,
Actually,
this took up most of the print bed.
let's see something.
This is now officially
Arm
longer.
sword size next to Mewtwo.
I'm gonna have a whole brigade of these guys. That'll be fun.
Hey, Johnny,
Yeah.
did you hear about Chuck Norris suing NBC?
Chuck Norris
Yeah,
doing what?
he's suing NBC,
For what?
using his names. He's saying that Law and Order is the names of his left and right legs.
I knew that was some kind of fucking joke. Oh shit, dude, you're killing me. Oh yeah, stop charging because my phone is red freaking hot. Holy shit.
He's still doing that thing?
Yeah, hold on.
Bear, were you the one that said that Chuck Norris joke?
Yeah.
And I got one for you. Did you know Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in?
What'd you say?
Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in.
Oh, Lord. Because only Chuck Norris could build something strong enough to handle Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that Chuck Norris joke that Chuck Norris told And he was showing somebody a picture of a tiger. He's like, I was bending him over and patting him, and then all of a sudden he started growling, and the zookeeper said, like, whatever you do, like, shit, I can't remember it exactly. Basically, the joke was that the zookeeper told him to slowly back out of the room, and the tiger got up and backed out of the room instead of Chuck Norris.
Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Actually, I don't think Mewtwo's too much smaller than, or too much bigger than Mewtwo.
So, Johnny, Shane McMahon blew out a quad when he did that
Yeah.
jump over. When he did that jump over the Miz, when he landed, he blew out his quad.
Yeah, I seen that. At first, I thought he was faking it.
I did
But
too at first, but
I
then
watched a press conference with Triple H. You know, that contortionist little girl that was in Bianca Belair's little dance routine in the beginning. Her mom died this morning, and she still made it to that performance.
Yep, that was the one Bianca grabbed by the hand.
Yeah,
when she was coming out. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, but she still made that performance. I'd give it to her for.
I mean, I guarantee you, her entire family says this is a once in a lifetime. You can't miss this.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
There's nothing you can do now.
Somebody's having fun with their toys.
I'm really gonna have to get a new phone.
Yeah, I probably will too. My screen's got a chip in it, so it's making it like glitch.
Oh, even with my camera off, my phone still gets. I mean, it stopped charging. I had to cool it down.
Oh yeah, you use your air blower thingy. You said to.
Yep. Yeah, I had to mute because y'all don't want to hear that.
Oh.
Let's see. Is that what it sounds like?
That's the air brake?
That's the airline from his seat.
That's your seat?
The airline on my seat.
Go lay down. Lay down.
Wow. Does it feel later than 12:25 to anybody else?
Feels like 1:25 to me.
Is it 1:25 to you?
It is.
If he's in the Eastern time zone, it is.
Well, does it feel like it's later than it actually is to people?
I don't know. It feels like another night in paradise.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Um.
Stop putting it in my freaking crotch.
I think the Chillzone might be not slowly, but dying out.
I didn't say bump it again. Leave it alone. Sit.
It's hard when It used to be that Chillzone was really the only thing that was on late at night. And now everybody is coming up with some kind of live stream late at night. Or they're running till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So, again, competition.
Yeah.
Gotta come up with something better than what everybody else is doing.
Oh, my dad's bringing me food.
Here you go. I can get you some salsa there. Dip.
Thank you.
You're very
You're a scholar and a gentleman.
Not what you said earlier.
Oh,
It's not what you said when he said you ain't got no friends.
right? Oh, Jericho and Hercules prospecting is on.
Oregon Stacker was on when I came on, so
I don't think they're still on anymore. Oh, Shell, you traitor. Shell Bean, burn the point. Oh,
yeah.
a whole lot of them.
Isn't he doing some kind of wheel drawing or something? Or I don't know. I don't know what they do over there. Bear would probably know more about that.
Why you got to bring? Don't keep my name out your mouth. Because when they show the other duck race, you're going to see my name in it.
Oh, well, loyalty.
Hey, where am I at?
I know where you're at. I didn't say Bear's loyalty. I think I should throw these away now. I don't think they're going to be any good.
What?
This Mr. Beast bar and this Hershey bar.
How are the Mr. Beast bars? I hadn't even tried one.
Well, I don't know. I bought it. I did a video saying I got it and I was going to try it and never did.
It's probably still good. I mean, if it's all natural or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's all naturally going to go in the garbage. So I would rather buy a new one than try to eat that thingamajig or whatever. Oh, yeah. Is it a race, Bear, or is it a wheel?
It's a race, duck race.
No, duck race.
The wheel was Sunday. No, the reel was Friday. Excuse me. The wheel was Friday.
I guess you or Shell didn't win anything, huh?
I don't think she won. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
But no, this was something for the gold prospecting. It had put up a bag of pay dirt and several other things.
Yeah. Pay dirt. Yeah, not interested. Y'all pan that shit and let me know.
No, I want a bag of pay dirt like that because I just want to go pan it with my brother.
Right, well, that's fine. I mean, people do have fun doing it.
I'm keeping the gold. I just want to pan it with it.
You said you're keeping the gold?
I'm keeping the gold. I just want to pan it with it.
Oh. Yep, that ain't gonna last long.
I'd like to be able to at least pan one time.
I hate when I lose shit.
Forgotten which card
All right. Damn it.
Hey,
Oh, there they are.
DJ. Feels like 4 in the morning. Yeah.
I mean, that's been on there for such a long time. Is anybody else in here?
I'm
Are
in
they
here.
all in chat? Is there anybody in
Us,
chat?
DJ, Anna, and Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, but no one's saying anything unless my shit's all messed up.
Nope.
Well, there's Darren. There's Anna speaking.
Oh, okay. Oh, crack. Anybody got some crack?
Fresh out,
Oh,
man.
are you a narc?
Oh, no. If I was, I would have to admit it to you.
It's the law. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
It is kind of a fine line from entrapment, so.
Well, what is considered entrapment?
I don't know that actually. I'm not a cop. Oh, but, you know, we can always.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
All right.
Well, you can finish. I was just telling my dad thanks, otherwise he's gonna be like, "Hello, did you hear me?"
Entrapment. The state of being caught in or as in a trap. What the hell? The action of tricking someone into committing a crime in order to secure their prosecution. So basically, you can't trick somebody into committing a crime just to prosecute them.
Okay.
Daryl's there too.
Do. Okay, what is that sound?
Johnny.
That is a very
What?
disturbing sound.
What's that sound, Johnny?
What sound? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, asshole. I don't.
I'm old, so I had to drink my drinkable fiber.
Oh, sweet. Is it homemade protein?
No, it's shit you put in water.
I was going to say, don't answer that.
Listen, I'm trying to be nice about it, but I can really get nasty about it. It's my shit medication, okay?
That's fine, brother.
A little on constipated side right now, so gotta take some Miralax, so.
A little bit too much cheese. Oh, fuck.
No, it's a downfall of my other medication. Or downside of my other medication.
Mm-hmm.
Although with this stuff, it's not like the other medication where you'd really have to overdo it. This shit, you don't. You just have to take it as directed. You can still fuck you up. So, Plus, I probably don't drink enough water in my life. And
It's kind of annoying when you have to take a medication to counteract another medication.
That's what I have to do. I have a blood pressure medicine to make my blood pressure go down. I have one to make it go back up because the first one makes it go too low.
Mm-hmm.
huh. That's okay. I'm supposed to take this medication every morning. But when I do, I can't. I have to either take it 3 hours before I'm getting ready to leave, or I can't take it at all.
Hey, Bear,
Yo,
was that you that just said? It sounded like you. It said about blood pressure medicine.
yeah,
Up and down.
yeah.
Is it is it pills or liquid, or how do they make
It's
you take
pills.
it? And they can't break up, like lower the dosage?
This is the only way. When I had my stroke,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and it took them 2 weeks to find a blood set of medications that actually worked for my blood pressure. They tried breaking them up, and the doses either took it too low or kept it too high. I'm just hoping my body at some point doesn't decide it don't want to let them work anymore.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
The reason why I asked that is because my dad had AFib. So they shocked his heart back into rhythm, and then it fell out again. They had to shock him a second time within like 2 days. And then they put him on medicine that would regulate his heart rate. But I'm always, well, now more than ever because he passed, but now I'm like really scared about those medicines because the ones that slow your heart, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the ones that speed it up, but the ones that slow it down, they scare me.
Yeah. See, I had found out when I was in the hospital I had AFib too. They shot my heart back in rhythm. That was 2 years ago. I hadn't had an issue since.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. Now some of these times when I get really pissed off and angry and throw stuff, when people do stupid shit, I probably do, but
Watch your head, Lilo. Bonked your head on the desk. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Bear, you gotta
down here.
continue to take your medicine. We don't want to have to stuff a bear.
that's a lot of stuffing, buddy.
Uh,
We'll go get her. Go find out what's going on. Go on. No, over there. Go get her. Go get Lilo. Lilo. Go get Lilo. Over there.
Well,
well, I don't have to take blood pressure pills yet.
my dad's makes him cough like crazy.
TJ says hers puts her in a coma and sleep all day. I don't want to sleep all day.
Mine don't make me sleep. I have to take Lasix with mine because I retain
good
water.
God. So you know what I'm talking about then?
Uh-huh.
What is your, like, mine's furosemide.
Oh shit! I don't even know which one it is. So, like I said, I take several. Hold on, let me get my box.
He's got a box. Wow.
You think I'm kidding?
No, I believe you. I do believe you.
I don't remember if it's the hydrolazine or the spiromolectone.
I think it's the hydrolazine.
I believe it is too.
My neighbor had a bunch of pills, and that sounds like one of the ones he had.
Mine's furosemide, 40 milligrams.
Yeah. He had a little bit of that too. Or FLURO, something like that.
No, mine's FUR.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing it different. They give her the knee bath, Lilo. Now my knee is also.
FUROSEMIDE, furosemide. But I have to take a potassium pill with it because if you don't, it depletes the potassium in your body.
Yeah, the last medicine before this I was on, I had to take potassium for that reason. But then, with all the stuff with the AFib and everything, and the fact that I'm well overweight, that also got me on heart failure medicine. I got that shit in here too. Shit. One day.
Oh, I forgot
Do you know
to take.
what caused your stroke?
My AFib. The blood was pooling up in the bottom of my heart because the AFib wasn't letting it pump right. It caused little clots, and one shot out and went to my brain. I'll take blood thinner to make sure that shit don't happen too. Like I said, I have a box of fucking medication.
My dad had a stroke. I don't know, about a year or two before his AFib stuff, and before he passed, and it was he ended up with aphasia because of it. It blocked that part of his brain there where he couldn't reach for the right word. So he could only say yes, no, and the most common phrases he used. Those are the ones that normally stick. Like you'll always have a few words that you say so often that aphasia doesn't affect it. His were yes, no, and son of a bitch. I thought it was
Yes,
funny.
no, and son of a bitch.
Yep, that's like he could yes, and the way he would answer was slower than normal because he'd have to you could only ask him yes or no questions, and if he couldn't give a yes or no answer, his response was son of a bitch. And then everything else was just gobbledygook. Bare-tabled wall climb. What? Me,
Yeah.
my grandfather, my father, my uncle, and my aunt all died of heart failure. Or heart-related reasoning.
Johnny,
Yeah.
I need you to email me the copy of your logo.
I gotta find it. I think I downloaded it to my gallery, so at least I hope I did.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't, then I gotta erase more emails. I erased like 500 or 650 the other day, and it just seems to keep filling back up. I'm sorry, but it is April 3rd, and I'm sitting here staring at snow.
Really?
Yes.
You're in northern Wisconsin, though, ain't you?
I'm in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm in Minnesota. Yeah.
Forgot where it was that Jericho lives. He said earlier tonight that it was 18, 20 miles north, not that far above him. No, it was 18 inches of snow in the northern part of the state he's in. and he was sitting there with 60, 65-degree weather.
Well, when I pulled up in Minneapolis, well, actually, the temperature drop. It was 65 all the way across Wisconsin, but it had dropped to like 52. And then when the sun went completely down, it dropped to like 46, but that's still well above freezing. So I figure I didn't expect to see snow when I got here, but in fact, the plow truck was just through here about an hour ago. I was gonna stop and at a rest area 20 miles from here, but there was no spots. So I went ahead and drove because I've been here before. I knew I could park in the dock. So all I gotta do is pull forward on my doors and back up. And then roll on. Roll on.
Autobots, roll out.
Done up.
When I'm sitting here, I have to come up here, open the window. I didn't even have the heat on in my truck.
What you talking about, Anthony?
What up?
What are you talking about? What is?
Fed Now app?
No.
Come back over here and see what y'all talking about.
No, I'm saying he just asked if we heard anything about the Fed Now app.
Never heard of Fed Now, but let's see what it's all about.
A messaging app. That's what it looks like. I got enough of those on my phone from the hospital. I don't need no more.
Well, the Fed Now program says it is a service. Fed Now service is a new instant payment infrastructure developed by the Federal Reserve that allows financial institutions of every size across the U.S. to provide safe and efficient instant payment services.
I'm looking at the apps.
Is it some kind of new online banking system? Who will use Fed Now? I don't know. Let's see.
Anyway, want us to use government digital currency if they can. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes over.
Apparently, we just took a bath with Darren.
Well, alrighty then.
Well, I just kind of feel dirty now. 13 updates pending. Oh, crap. Oops. God dang it.
I didn't do it.
Update. Update.
You've unlocked my final form. 5-8. Dates don't want nothing to do with it.
Digital currency. They could take their digital currency and shove it up their ass.
Yeah. They're really starting to push the limits now.
Well, as they say, people get away with what you let them get away with.
What's this thing? It said, how many, this is going to bring up the whole gun thing just because it's getting to that point where people are going to start picking their shit up and fighting for their freedom. But, it was someone saying, like, how many people have to die? How many schools have to be shut up? For you to put down your guns. This person came back with, like, how many kids have to be assaulted? How many, you know, how many this, and this have to happen before you pick one up? I'm like, that's very valid.
Yep.
I'm not like all gung ho or anything, but I definitely think they have their place.
My name is Chris. I'm from Alabama, and I refuse to get involved in this conversation because I might say some things that might hurt some feelings.
Oh, I might use your line. I'm Bennett, and I'm not in it.
Look, I'm Clyde. I'm on the side.
I seen something the other day where it stated how I don't know if you consider it Generation X or Boomers and Generation X, but we grew up and there was still the same bullies and the same thing that happened in school, but nobody went up shooting up the schools. I mean, I don't ever remember anyone ever hearing any kind of school shooting in the 80s.
Hell no. You know why? Because everybody still drove to school with their rifles and shotguns in the back windows because they were hunting after school. Oh, wait a minute. That's just Alabama and down south.
Yeah, I'll say that surely didn't happen up in Northwest Indiana. We didn't ride around with our guns and rifles and shit in our vehicles, but we surely didn't. I mean, I thought it was never, hey, I need to go get a gun and shoot up my school.
No.
Oh, shit. Are you comfortable over there?
Kinda.
I was talking to my dog, but are you comfortable, Chad? Okay.
I get it, Mr. Beast, but everybody seems to have mental health issues these days. I mean, everybody.
Sounded like you called him Mr. Beast.
It did sound like you called him Mr. Beast.
I said Mr. B.
Trust me, Mr. B probably wishes he had Mr. Beast's money.
I think everybody would. I don't know. I watched a video he did today about the most explosive plane ride. You add up the cost of the 5 planes or 6 or 7, whatever. The last one was like a $500,000 ticket. Like, what the living shit?
Yeah, I watched that one.
That's
I want
ridiculous.
to know how much those people, those 81,000, however many, paid for those WrestleMania tickets today.
Well, like I said,
Especially
they
the
said
ones
the
that were.
gate. They said the gate for the last 2 days was 21 million. So
It definitely is a mental health issue, Mr. B. And that it goes along with the whole. It kind of goes. Never mind. That's gonna get way too deep, and I'm not gonna go into that subject. But yeah, it is a mental health issue.
So back when I was growing up, nobody had mental health issues.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I mean, it's probably it's probably still harder to get a gun now than it was when you were growing up, right?
I'm quite sure that we could get. I could have probably got a gun easier as a kid than they could get a gun now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We had access to guns.
Crazy says, poke the bear.
So I mean, putting more laws specifically on guns is not going to do anything, because if somebody is determined to do something, they're going to do it. It's not going to matter if it's a gun, if it's a knife, if it's a bomb, if it's poison. It's going to happen. They're going to do it. Yes, guns are the easiest out of all those to commit such a crime, but making something illegal never made it inaccessible. And, you know, drugs were made illegal, and then, you know, I mean, there was a spike in drug rates because people were getting it illegally and then doing
Anna, I'm
stupid shit,
crazy
and then it came into the
says,
media, and then
poke Dreadpool.
put back, so on and so forth. But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm debating at the moment.
All I know is I got poked and you got poked.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep the air not dead.
Oh. Do.
Nashville, Texas. Who's halfway through? Nashville, check this.
Anna, I'm crazy says, poke Johnny.
Well, thank you, because I was starting to feel a little left out there, Anna.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Again, I still don't know what happened in Nashville because I didn't read the story, didn't watch the story. I don't care. I'm sure you can turn on a news outlet anywhere now and they're still covering the story.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
pretty bad.
it's. Yeah, it's what news media does. They run a story until.
Or they try to
Man,
get
it's
the
like,
nation fired up so they miss something.
I mean, look, it's like standing there and jumping on somebody and jumping on them and jumping on them and jumping on them until there ain't nothing left to jump on.
Well, I'm surprised like it hasn't been even more blown out of proportion because the person was transgendered, and usually when any of that type of aspect comes into it, it opens a door for chaos.
Give it time. Like I said, they're still probably reporting it. They're probably just.
I mean, dumbass Joe Biden, his, I don't remember what exactly it was. He was in a meeting and just joking around about, made no mention of what happened in Nashville or the tragedy or that 3 kids under 10 died. Started joking about chocolate chip ice cream and just like being an idiot.
You know he's got
Wait.
dementia, right?
So I'm gonna say, how do we
Yeah,
know that he was? That happened at the time that the shooting happened.
because it was after the shooting had happened.
Anna, I'm crazy,
And
says. Poke all 4 of you.
under normal circumstances, when something like that happens, a president would come out and immediately say, you know, this tragedy happened. And
Okay, but I'm saying,
so,
how do you know that's what he was doing at the time or even after? You know what I'm saying? That footage could have been from any time.
because the meeting that took place was after the school shooting that the video was filmed.
And how do you know that?
Because it was a meeting in front of journalists and everybody. Like, it happened live.
It
Like,
was live,
yeah. Like,
so it was a press conference, not a meeting.
yeah, press conference. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, I know he's got dementia, which makes it even worse.
And
Well, no, if he's got, because of the dementia,
Anna,
he's not in
I'm
his right
crazy,
mind. He's just thinking about chocolate freaking ice cream
Poke Darren.
because he was hungry for it. That was it. He's
Yeah.
Joe. He's gone. Like his mind is just nothing. Mush. I mean, I don't know if I'm sure you've met some like.
My grandpa had it and
Anna,
lived with
I'm
us
crazy,
for several
says.
years and passed away. Yeah. Okay, with the TTS.
Let me see if I got. There it is.
He's not Joe. He's an actor.
Not Pokey. Poke. P-O-K-E. That's it. Just Poke.
Yeah. Yep. And Pokey is with the little thing above the E.
Wait. Well, that's one way to wake someone up. Poke. No.
I'm like the doughboy.
There you go. That's what I'll use for poking.
Yup. Boom, boom, boom. Well, we've kept a steady 4 people in the stream the entire time. That's cool.
There's a question for you. I asked it on my stream earlier. I had a few people that agree, some that don't. The individual that shot up with the AKs and whatnot, and obviously that shooter's dead. Do you agree or disagree that if you go in, if you make the decision to shoot up a school, do you believe that that cops should give quarter? In other words, I don't believe so. I believe if you pull the trigger, that's it. You've given up your life.
Anna, I'm crazy,
Yeah.
says.
I mean,
Johnny, I need gold.
I wouldn't go in specifically looking to kill said person, but
That's where I say yes. If you try to shoot a child, you deserve to die.
you do, but
That's what I say.
I'm just not the person that would want that on my hands. But if I were put into a situation where I would have to, without
let's say
even
you're
thinking
in a
about it,
robbery.
take the person's life, I would.
Let's say you're the father of that kid. How do you feel about it in that situation? See, I'm a father of 2,
Yeah.
so
I wouldn't be thinking at that point. I would just be acting. So the person would be dead.
that's why I say, like,
But yeah, like I wouldn't specifically go into looking to kill the person. But if they even twitched in a way that I thought I was in danger, yeah, you're getting it.
that's
Like,
the same idea that goes along with child rapists or child molesters, rapists. They're all the same.
mhm.
Child molesters in prison, most of the time they've never sentenced a child molester to death, but they have sentenced them to prison.
Let's chill with that word a little bit, just in case. I don't know what YouTube does and doesn't like, and those two words together aren't looked upon very well for monetized channels.
Y'all take the shit way out of context. That's what it's about.
Huh?
Right? They don't sentence them for deletion.
Yeah.
But they will. I think the judges don't do that because they know they're going to end up getting deleted in prison by the other inmates.
See, that's actually something I do want to look up because I was told, I can't remember who said it. Someone told me that they don't put those people in the same population as the regular inmates.
Anthony, I hope you're joking with that God bless Joe Biden comment. I need to start following politics a little more, but I don't know any Republican stuff that ever took away benefits like that.
I mean, yeah, I hope you're kidding too. But we're not going to get into hardcore politics. Saying Joe Biden's an idiot or whatever. You can say Trump's an idiot and I'm not going to clap back. So that's cool, but we don't want to go into we don't want to go that deep into it because that's when fights start.
Well, I would say only the feeble-minded would get in a fight over something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a pedo that was just deleted recently in the jail? I could have sworn I read something about that.
I read about a father who deleted one for when he walked in on
his child being touched.
But off that subject, let's go into something different.
Here, are you getting a little bit of
Emotional damage.
No, I just don't. Makes my skin crawl talking about that kind of stuff. I have reasons behind it, but what was he? Just about to bring up another topic, and it poof. Vanished. Does anybody in here think it's fair that biologically born men should be able to compete in women's sports?
No. You will always have that biological man win every time. By a long shot. It doesn't matter how many years they've been taking estrogen to counteract years of, and it happens if that, and here's the tricky part, if you go through puberty, a man, and then try to transition over to a woman, you've already had all those hormones from going through puberty as a man kick into your bones, your muscles, everything. Like,
Hmm?
and there's no amount of estrogen in the world that can undo that. Before you go through puberty, though, if you look at that's why some boys are confused for girls when they're before prepubescent. Same with girls. That's why, just like infants, you look at beep pop boop, Marlene T. Hello.
What up, T?
That's why you confuse. Some babies are confused because they haven't distinguished those features yet.
Yeah.
So, and the problem with that, the biggest problem with that is you're not allowed to go through gender reassignment, unless you're an adult, which means you've already gone through puberty. So that's why, like Little League and whatnot, they'll let girls into the sport now because they're most of them, and I say Little League, like really Little League, like between 10 and 15, not even 15, we'll say 10 to 13. They're pretty much all the same. Yes, boys are a little bit stronger at that point, but that's probably because they're just going into puberty. So they're starting to get that strength from all that.
Yeah. Well, that is.
Eek.
I don't believe that children should be allowed to go through gender reassignment surgery.
Mm-mm. No, that's
your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. I'm not necessarily saying wait till you're 25, but
yeah.
you can't have a fucking, you can't, till just recently it changed to 21. You couldn't even smoke a cigarette till you were 18. Like,
Maybe that's too early. Smoking,
so,
drinking, being charged as an adult should all be at least no less than 21. All of that. Like, you should not be considered an adult until you're 21.
yep.
And that's even though it sucks for those that are between 18 and 21. Hey, that's sorry, but like you're not you can make rational decisions, but the majority of them are not going to be rational. They're not going to make any damn sense. There's not going to be no logic behind it. And look at, even DJ just said something, 30-something kids. We have adults that are 30 acting like children still, and then we have adults that are in their 30s acting like babies in a damn in a full size, an adult size crib.
Yeah, no. There's this chick on, they did a show on TLC. She was what he just said. Literally, she was like 30, and she sucked on a pacifier, dressed in diapers, needed rock to sleep. Like, it's. Ugh.
Is that better, Marley?
Then they should eliminate the draft.
Northwoods Beach Street. Hello. What do you
The
mean?
draft for the war
We're warm.
I
At
think
18, you still have to sign up for selective service. So
Yeah.
if you can't,
move that to 21.
well, that's not how it is. It's 18. So
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, that is part of that moving everything from smoking cigarettes and drinking and all that. That would be part of it. Move the draft up to 21. But they like the idea that 18-year-olds, once you get them in there, they'll listen because they would rather listen and do what they're told than to go through the punishment of push-ups and all that stuff. Whereas a 21-year-old, is not as likely to listen as well, which is
No,
odd.
'cause
Because
they've gotten 2 years of adulthood under their belt, and they think they know the world.
You must have met my son.
I've met myself. So, yeah. I'm 30 now, so I'm not much older, but I remember being 2021 thinking, Psh, y'all don't know what you're fucking talking about. Like, and now I'm almost 30. I'm like, oh shit.
And this is that cliched. If I knew then what I know now,
yeah.
Finish that sentence, in your head. And God, if I knew, just like silver and gold and all that, if I knew what I was doing then, oh my God, I'd be rich as hell.
Right.
Wishing my dad would have taught me about silver and, oh, you should collect this. No, he didn't tell me a damn thing, which makes no sense because I inherited the collection from him. This all happened because he left that for me in his will.
Does it still sound staticky to you from him, T?
Am I staticky? If you hear, that's why. See, it's moving.
He's drawing enough power to run a nuclear.
I'm making the rest of this Charizard. He's on his way to being made. I had a request for a Charizard to be made. So.
Hey, trader.
Didn't you just now purchase your first rifle? I did.
What's up, Shelby?
Now, have I had a firearm prior to that? Yes. Not much prior to that, but I've been around them my whole life since I was 13. My stepfather was a firearms dealer.
Are you doing TP Surfling?
Silverling.
Silverling, yeah.
And yes, 100% agree. 18-year-olds are soft.
I would go all the way up to 35. Nowadays, most people up to 35 years old, if I tell them what I'm really thinking, they're offended. And they start whining.
Yeah. Everybody nowadays is soft. Like, I don't get, because growing up, I'm the age or even younger than a lot of these people acting like infinitesimal little children, and just till just recently I haven't hadn't heard of what a cis anything was. Like, why do you gotta call it cis? Like, just the dude's a male. Okay, but no, you have to put the dude is a male, thinks he's a male because he was born a male. Like, that's stupid.
TP Silverling. I just answered you in chat, but yes, I signed up when I was 18, filled it out, had no problem. In fact, in 2001, when the towers got hit, I was hoping to get drafted at that time. I was 2001? I was 21 at the time.
I mean, it's a law. You have to sign up. There is no getting around it.
No, selective service is not. No, when you turn 18, if you are a man in the U.S., you have to. And if you don't, they will come find you, arrest you until you do.
Yes.
So no, it's not selective. It's you're 18. If you're not disabled, like severely disabled, I think even if you're disabled, you still have to sign up, and then they'll assess the severity of your disablement after they come and get you to, like if they had to draft, they would look at you at that point.
There is only one thing that would get you out of that, and is if you were the last living male to carry on the family name. That is the only thing that can get you out of selective service. Which
I
means
have a brother, so
if you was to go over there and die, that means your family name would die.
yeah, they won't allow that. That's
No.
why the whole Saving Private Ryan movie, they somehow, well, the movie goes that they somehow drafted all three brothers or whatever.
Famous scratch and go.
Now, is it the eldest still stays out or the youngest?
The last remaining, so it would be the youngest.
Well, that would have been me then, because my brother's older than I am. I tried to enlist in the military when I was, oh shit, how old was I? It was after 2006, so I was over 26. But I wasn't too old to enlist, but they wouldn't let me because I had custody of my son and I was a single father. They're like, unless you want to give up your son. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to go with no on that one.
Yeah.
Am I just a little weird here, but wasn't Miss Scratch and Go Crazy a different name before?
Yeah, lovely girl.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
And DJ, my brother was actually flat-footed, and he was in the Navy recruits, I think, and then he was actually in the Marines for several years.
So I got a question. Maybe you can answer this, Johnny. Why do they call it selective service if you have no choice? You can't select if you want to go or not.
Because they select you.
Well, yeah, they select you. They select you. It doesn't say what would that be if you had a choice?
Optional service.
Yeah, there you go. Optional service. It's not the optional service where you have the option. You want? No, I think I'm gonna pass on that one. No, they're gonna select you, and there's a way they do it, and I don't know how to do it, but.
Well, I mean, if they're drafting you in, is what they're doing, and they're just selecting you for that draft because they would initiate the draft just like they did way back. What, NAM or what was that? What was the draft for? The NAM?
Well, the last one they did was NAM. They haven't done a draft for the war since then, so.
Or before that.
Although they thought there was big talk of the first Gulf War that there was going to be a draft, but considering that ended in like 100 hours, that didn't happen.
No, wait, no, they did have a draft for World War II, right?
Yeah, they did a draft for Korean War, and they did a draft for Vietnam too. But Vietnam was the last one that they drafted. That was actually, well, no, they didn't draft for any of the Iraqi wars, so.
So
I don't
Vietnam know much about previous wars. My dad could tell you all about it. My brother could tell me all about it because he's in the military now. But had I gone, I probably would have know a lot more about it. But.
I had to sign up. When was the Iraqi war? The first one, 91?
90s, yeah.
I was 20. I just turned 20 in 1990, I think. No, I don't know what the fuck it was. 91. It was 91. Well, let's see here.
So you were like 22
war
when I was
lasted longer than that. I thought it was like a 1-year war or something like that. Like it went on for a while.
Not the first one. The second one went on for years, 3 years. The Gulf War.
The Gulf War. What was the second one?
The Gulf War lasted from 1990 from August 2nd, 1990 to February 28th, 1991. So most of that time was spent getting everything over there, and bombing them. But when it actually went to the ground troops, that ground troop war lasted 100 hours.
We pretty much got there, got set up, and said, "All right, we're going home."
They surrendered that easy.
Hey, Bear.
Timmy,
Question for you.
might have an answer.
If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be today?
If I was born 10 years ago,
You better know this.
depends on what day. You didn't say what day 10 years ago.
10 years ago exactly today.
I'm gonna scream. I swear to God, I'm gonna scream.
Scream.
Bear, come on.
I'm overthinking this shit. I'm
Yeah,
way
you
got
overthinking.
this, bro. You got this.
Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear.
297.
I got a stash of cocaine for you if you get it
Answer this
right.
question. Dreadful, ask me, please, 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 please. Oh my God.
If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be today?
I'd be 10
Yes, you would.
today, and ironically, today is my birthday, so I would exactly be 10
Oh,
today.
happy birthday.
Is it your birthday?
Happy birthday.
Is your
Yeah.
birthday now, the 3rd?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I gotta. God, I can't even see it.
Well, Darren, considering they can't get everybody to do vaccinations, they're not going to get everybody to switch to digital currency.
Yeah, no. There's people who don't even know what digital currency is, so ain't no way in hell they'll be using it. There's people today who don't even use PayPal or online at all banking systems.
Does that work?
Oh yeah.
Well, look at there.
I guess, right? It shows expires in 2 years. Let's see here. But it does, that doesn't say my birthday. It just says my hand. It shows my signature, and then it shows the issue date 2021. Yeah, it doesn't shows my goofy face. My goofy face. Happy birthday!
Hey,
Thank you. I'm old.
how you doing, Cheryl?
I'm alive.
There it is. D.O.B. Boom. Old as dirt. Thank you, Darren. But yeah, Bear, why? Why were you overthinking that one?
I was a math major.
The very first time I heard
overthink everything.
the very first time I heard that, I started overthinking it too. And then I'm like, wait. And I started the video over again before you even got to the punchline. And I was like, oh, okay. I heard it.
So there's one, forget how it goes. It'll take me a second to get it. Thank you, Monkey King. Cram it up your butt. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the digital stuff either. If everything goes to digital, how are we going to buy weed?
Cash out.
Okay, digital currency. What happens the second electricity goes down? What happens the second the internet's no longer accessible?
That'll never happen.
Right. Come on. That ain't even an argument, Dre.
I mean, it's
that all down.
Okay, here,
It's-
let's go with this. It is feasible, but it won't. It's not practical. So you're better off to come up with a more practical question, because there is no answer to that, because that will never happen.
1 EMP from the sun, it can really happen.
But it never will.
How
It's
you get
feasible.
that?
It could happen, but it will never happen.
Okay.
That's the logic behind. Logically, it's not able to happen because we have backups. We have all kinds of. But I like to live in the realm of anything is possible. So in that reality, it is. But logically or practically, it'll never happen.
I would think more practical when China pops a big EMP on us and fries our electric grid. It then happens.
So what happens to crypto? The same thing that would happen if your internet at your house went out. It's still there. You just have to re-access it. And until you do, you can't touch it.
yeah.
That would be the answer. It'll still be there. It's still stored on some hard drive somewhere or some server.
Yeah, but till you can access it, you're fucked.
Oh, damn toast. Ooh.
Monkey King, I've been getting nothing but brand new boxes of quarters, so no. I've been giving away a lot of W's in the seeded roll things. I gave away a Weir Farm today.
And I would rather never buy another thing online than have the government track every single thing I purchase. Like that. I know they're probably already do or whatever, but
So the more companies that go straight digital, the harder it is going to be to use cash, which is going to force us to move to digital or card only, right? So now that like Cedar Point, card only, I'm never going to Cedar Point again. Hell with it. I'm done. They're not getting another dime of my money. And I love that place. It was great. But now that they won't take cash, nope, I'm done.
like, and I know a lot of people don't use cash, but a lot of people still do use cash. And it's not plausible, especially for
send them my way, Darren.
People who don't have a lot of these people who would be using digital currency would be the more impoverished. So they're not necessarily going to have the best access to digital anything. I mean, there's programs in place where they can get computers and everything, but still, it's.
Okay, that ain't even a good That ain't even a good argument.
What?
That ain't even a good argument because everyone has a cell phone, whether they're impoverished or not. I mean, the only people who don't have cell phones is probably third world countries. But I guarantee you can go in any poor community in this country, and they might be living in crap housing, and they might have a hoopty car, but I guarantee they got a smartphone.
They're going to pull out one of those big old phones. They're going to be on it while they're living in squalor.
Right. So that argument is not because everyone have access to it. And I'm going to tell you another thing: if they don't and they can't afford a smartphone or a way to access their funds, the government will foot the bill for digital phones so they can transfer this money to digital currency.
And they can track you. What have you noticed? Windows 10 was given to everybody. Oh, here, just take it. You don't have to pay for it. Just here you go. Windows 10. It's all free. Now Windows 11 is even worse. I haven't downloaded Windows 11 because after I found out what happened with 10, I'm like, let's get a little fishy there. Why are they just giving out their software? Well, because they're no longer in the software business. They don't want to make money off of making the operating system. They don't care. They don't make their money that way. Now they sell your information for ads and all that shit.
Well, that and all sorts of anti-software to fix shit they already put in there to go wrong. Oh shit!
Oh,
Bill Gates, the most genius thing about him is his ability to steal shit.
What did he steal?
I mean, he didn't steal it, but he didn't make Microsoft. Everything was already done for him. He just purchased it for an infinitesimal price. And pretty much everything Bill Gates has rolled out has been made by somebody else. He just knows how to market it better.
Hmm.
Okay.
crickets.
Let's see here.
Get off.
The founders of Microsoft, and founder is somebody who created something. The founders of Microsoft is Bill Gates and Paul Allen.
The founders of Microsoft, yes, but not the founders of, not the person who created the actual. I can't put it from a
Gates stole the
computer.
idea from Apple, not Xerox.
Um,
What idea did he steal from Xerox?
not Xerox.
Yeah, it was he stole the idea of the mouse and all that from the Apple.
Um, just a second. Um, okay, that's way too hard to. I don't know how to explain it. I just look it up.
I am. I'm looking it over. It says that on April 4th, 1975, at a time where most Americans use typewriters, childhood friends Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, a company that makes computer software. They originally based in New Mexico and relocated to Washington State.
Oh,
They released their first operating Windows in 1985.
Yeah.
And Apple was founded in 1976, a year after Microsoft.
I don't know all the details, but I thought it.
Wait, what?
It says. Let's see. I don't know how to get through all this computer jargon, but I think he developed Microsoft as a company, but not the actual operating system itself. Um, okay, well, it says. I guess it says it's all about perspective. I don't know. That's just what I was told, but
What's up, guys? The
what's up?
operating system was taken by Bill Gates from Xerox. The Windows platform that we all use was stolen from Xerox by Gates. That's what I was saying in chatter a few seconds.
Okay, so
And
that's what I had heard. I guess.
yeah, it's basically, the Microsoft, yes, is its own company. Yes, it was started before Apple, but the operating system that Microsoft was using was someone else's property. Big computer geek since the early 90s. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. Thank you for putting into words what I couldn't.
You good, brother? I was like, I could type this out, but then no, I'm just gonna come up and talk about it real quick. But yeah, it's strictly the operating system.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Shell.
Okay, yeah, he did not develop the coding, did not contribute to the coding development of Windows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
And see, Xerox was a big company for all these other companies, and the previous language that they were using was Unix and COBOL and what are now considered ancient or extinct languages in computer terms.
It's all ones and zeros, man.
Exactly. But the main platform that got Microsoft rolling was someone else's brainchild.
Sorry for their luck.
Yeah. Oh, there was a big to do about it. It's just they couldn't do anything about it. Because at that time, Xerox was on the verge of becoming non-existent. Camera.
that would suck as a company.
Mm-hmm.
Windows becoming non-existent. All we are is dust in the wind.
Like my grandfather was a Unix programmer, and he didn't.
There's
I
gotta
want
be
to say.
that.
I want to say like late 70s, maybe early 80s. He was working for a company called 3M, and he was a janitor, and he got hurt on the job, and they sent him to school, so he went to ITT Tech, and ITT Tech is no longer around,
Mm-hmm.
and became a programmer. But back then we weren't C and all these modern programming languages weren't around. It was strictly, I think there was like Visual and like COBOL and Fortran, and there's a list of older languages that a lot of them were more punch card or kind of like how the old records and old player pianos with the drum and the little spikes on them, and as it's turning, it hits a pin to make sound. That's basically what old computers used to do.
Mm-hmm.
And those old computers were the size of, several, like I'd say between 3 and 5 football fields. So, and that's within the last 60 years. So, go from that big of a machine to handle one operation to what we currently have.
In the
We've done leaps and bounds when it comes to technology.
You got a good pocket on your phone.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
isn't that crazy? Like, think about that. Something that took up that much room to something in the size of the palm of your hand within our lifetime. Like, that's incredible.
But then this kicks in, that kicks in a lot of people with the whole conspiracy. Who and where did we get the technology from? Because if you go back 70, 80, 90 years ago, things were a lot simpler. Things weren't as complicated. Heck, a lot of people didn't have TVs. A lot of people didn't have fridges. A lot of people didn't have washing machines that we currently have. Technology is not just in the palm of our hands. The most basic conveniences that we have in our homes are modern technology. And, you know, a lot of people nowadays, you know, take for granted what we have, not knowing where it came from or how far advanced we've become.
Imagine what life was like in the year 1923. Middle of a depression.
Yeah.
You know, we got the 1930s with Prohibition, and
Prohibition.
we were
I did have radio.
between World War One and World War Two. You know, and yet we still can't be human enough to other cultures outside of the United States.
Most families still didn't have a vehicle. Lots still on horse and buggy,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you lived in a rural area.
So I'll give you an example. So where I was raised at back in California, in Riverside, California, my grandparents lived had a house, and the nearest small town was a place called Norco, California. And in Norco, the first parking spots were hitching posts.
Yeah.
And yet and Riverside's a fairly large city. It's not like LA or San Diego, but it's still a big town, big town. And you know, and I was like maybe like a 5-minute drive from my house to that town.
Wow.
What was it popping? Oh no, that's Sonny and Cher. Back myself for thinking Mama was popping.
Well.
Whoa, what's up, Clever? Flag City.
Flag City. How's it going?
Yeah, Richard says DOS. You know, and when we got rid of DOS was with what platform was it? We got rid of DOS. Windows XP was the first operating system that didn't use DOS, and DOS was a big thing. You know, you still had to access DOS to be able to like do specific, you know, changes and whatnot. And you had to remember the commands to do certain things, and if you have one character, say it be a letter or a period or a semicolon, if you were off by one, your program didn't work. And a lot of times, a lot of programmers will conversate with other programmers because it's always good to have someone look at your work prior to actually running it, because you might miss something and they'll pick it up and say, hey, you might, you know, you forgot this here, or this is missing, or you change this and it'll work.
Hey, bro, I gotta get off here, man. My phone is getting too hot.
Alrighty.
Alright, talk to y'all later.
Yep. Later, man.
Later, Johnny.
Later.
That's not good, Flag City. Well, have fun working. Have fun at work. There, Clever.
Later, Clever. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Most of my collection came from him and his lady.
Oh yeah.
A lot of my errors came from them too.
Lady Kid Nichols.
Oh, hey, Dred, did you get my text earlier, yesterday or today?
No, I did not get a text.
Did you get Cash App?
Oh. Wait. Oh shit. Thank you.
As I said it, and then I sent you a text back and said, "There you go, brother. Hope it helps."
I got it. Thanks, man.
Can't do much.
Yeah.
And I've been pulling money out of my bank account, but since my bank is currently back east, it's not easy for me to go to an ATM and pull money out because I get hit with the ATM fee and then I get hit with the fee from my bank.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make good sense to get a bank account where you're at?
Well, if I'm getting ready to move again in the next few months, I'll just wait till I get down to where I'm going.
I mean, paying that fee's kind of stupid on everything. That's $3 or $4 a pop every time.
But that's the thing. I don't go to an ATM. I go to the place. I go to like a store, like Walmart or a grocery store that doesn't charge to pull money out.
Yeah.
I'm able to pull my money out and not have to worry about that fee. You know, it sucks that say I spend $10 at the grocery store getting dinner, and then I decide to pull, let's say, $40. There's $50 out of my bank account, But I'm at least being able to, get access to cash.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Let's see. My neck. You. My neck. My back. My kitty's all snuggled down next to my side, purring, acting like a good little kitty. Not all up in my
At least she's not up on your chest, Dred.
Yeah. It is nice waking up to her being there, though.
Yeah.
Especially when
I'm afraid you're gonna cough up a hairball one of these days.
Yeah. Find out I was suffocated by cat fur in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's even worse.
But I think I'm gonna call it, y'all, because it's going. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours now and not had more than 7 people in here.
Better than one, buddy.
Well, yeah. But also,
thank you everyone for hanging out with Dred and the panel.
Absolutely. I've only had like 2 hours of sleep since I didn't sleep at all last night. So
good night, everyone.
So long, farewell, adios, and goodbye.
Yep. But much love, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. And we will be seeing y'all later. Don't forget, call someone, tell them you love them, like them, care about them, miss them.
You want to do them.
Twice.
It'll make their night, I swear. Have a good one, y'all.